watching a brand new episode of Learn with Trideep. In the last few weeks, many of my subscribers actually shared their problem of achieving very dull or pale colored videos using either their DSLR or their mobile devices and requested me if I can help them to make their videos better. Well, let me be extremely clear from the beginning that a badly shot video cannot be made better, period. However, the dullness or paleness of the video can definitely be made better by an easy and awesome technique called color grading. In this video, I will use Adobe Premiere to show you how to use color grading techniques to bring life to your mundane videos. But before we deep dive, kindly like, share and comment on the video if you find it important and you are going to use this technique in your future videos. And if you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so that you get all our notifications of our upcoming updates. So let's get started. So here it is. I have imported 4 different types of video clips to show you 4 different types of adjustment. And if you see that all these 4 videos are extremely nice video shots, but somehow there is some dullness in the videos. The colors are not popping up, and which is actually killing the video. So we'll just check how easily we can do this thing using a color grading technique in Adobe Premiere CC. So before we do this thing, you have to always understand that your entire workspace should be in the color mode. What we get in the color mode, when you click on the color mode, you get this Lumetri scope for per video. So how Lumetri scopes helps in making the video vibrant. So this Lumetri scopes basically has this type of gradient or this type of wavelength that can actually determine that what type of color is less, what type of color is more in this particular video, also what is the black level. So if you see, when you actually create the Lumetri scope and you right click over here, these are the various types of things that you can turn on and turn off. So for our sake, what we require, I have actually turned on the vector scope HLS, vector scope YUV, the parrot RGB, which is this one, and the waveform. These are more than sufficient to help us edit a color gradient for the color gradation of a particular video. So the first step, what we have to do, we have to first click on the basic correction. So if you see, if there is a Lumetri scope in the left hand side, you have opened it, you will also see that by default the Lumetri color is already turned on. So you have to just click on the basic correction. So we'll do it in 3 steps. We will take the basic correction and we will first try to do the contrast. I will just increase the contrast without touching the exposure. So let's see, I give a value of 21 over here. Okay, and then I give a highlight of say around 80 to 85. Okay, the next thing is a shadow. I will again take it around 17, 16, 17. Always understand why I am doing this thing. This particular value of the black should be touching the 0 axis, the 0 horizontal axis that you see over here. Okay, and over here you can see the vector scope, the whiteness of this thing, which is the black value, which has increased quite much. So that is what exactly we require. We also have to manipulate the white slider. Say we give something around 60%. I think that is okay. This is perfect. And let me just slide down the black to around 50, 55, 6, 55, 54. Yeah, that is directly go and great. Now see, if you see now the before and after of this particular video, you will know that what has increased, how we have enhanced the thing. So I just turned off the effect of Lumetri color. See, this was our starting video and this is where we are. It is already made much better. There is a small bit of thing that I will do. I want to enhance the saturation of these colors, so I will just take the saturation slider to around 160 maybe. I think, see, now the entire vibrance of this particular video has shot up, isn't it very clear? So this was our initial video and this is our current video. Let us now jump to our next uh, video. I really like this the swarm of birds going on this field where there are some deers. We can see fantastic short video, but somehow the color grades are not in the proper order. So let us do what we do best. Let us start with the black part of the thing, but before that we have to again go to our Lumetri stripe. So you can see this is our uh, different types of graphs that are showing over here. We have to first go and check the blacks. I will increase the black a bit because it is some way of very faded video. So let's see if we can take it around 80%. Okay, negative 80%. I'm sorry, because I am increasing the blacks in that way. I have to reduce the whites also. This I will increase the contrast to a bit around 40, 39, 40. And also the highlights, say 39. Yeah, and I have to also reduce the shadows a bit. Please make it reduce in the same. I take the slider to the left hand side where I increase the shadows, the darkness of the shadows to around 60 is a good thing. Okay, so this particular thing is done. Also I want to make this thing a little bit warmer, so I will take it towards the yellowish orangish grades. So that's the thing. And also I will decrease the tint towards the green part towards minus, say 10ish, 10, 11ish. Good. And also I will put the saturation bit on 160 again. Wow. So you can understand that how this particular thing has really enhanced. So this was your original video and this is our current video. If you see, as per shadow, as per depth, as per black uh, value, as per the highlights, everything is so natural. It's looking so awesome now. Let us now go to the third video. A fantastic shot of a lake. Fantastic shot of a lake. Lovely. So let us try to enhance this particular video as well. So before that, as usual, we'll go to the Lumetri scopes. Let us understand what are the values that it is showing. Well, okay, so we have to first click on the basic corrections, and again let's first do with the black. I will take it to -15, 16 odd. -15 is good. I will also reduce the white a bit. It is fading away the sky, so -6 will be okay. 5, 6 is good. Also, I will let me reduce the shadow a bit, or rather reduce the slider so that it becomes a little bit darker. Around 43 is okay. Yeah, I will also reduce the highlights a bit, little bit, maybe around 2, 3. Great. And also I will increase the contrast a little bit. Is good. Yeah. And also I will reduce the exposure a little bit, say 0.5. Yeah. Sorry, I have, instead of reducing, I have actually increased the exposure. Sorry for that. Lovely. Increase the highlight and whites a little bit. Lovely. And at the same time, let me increase the saturation to around 170 odd. See the colors now. Wow, it has increased the vibrancy of the screen so much. At the same time, we can also do certain other things. If you want to increase the greenness of this particular portion of the tall trees that you have, the marshy land at that other side, we can also do that a little bit. I will show you how to do that thing. Before that, I can just click on this plus thing, plus eyedropper, and click on the semi-green part of the thing to select the thing. So select the entire range. You see the range, I am selecting the range. Lovely. And now what I will do, I will denoise it a little bit and also blur it a little bit, and I will just drag this slider from the HLS secondary correction and move it towards the green. See how the green color of the background trees are increasing now. Amazing, right? You can also take it down, the slider down or up for brightness or contrast. And once I have done that, I can go back to my basic correction and also take the black a little down. See, lovely how we actually manipulated the entire scene and made it much better. So if you see the FX control, this was the site, so blurred, so out of color, but see now this one, it is so vibrant and colorful. Okay, so that's the best part of color grade. So again, this is another fantastic short time lapse. If you see, fantastic short time lapse. I definitely wanted to have this particular part of the cloud much more brighter, this particular green much more brighter. Let's see how we do it. Let's understand the Lumetri scope as well as our Parrot RGB. Okay, and see how the waveforms also. So over here you will see that the blue is little down, the green is a little up because of this thing, and the red is there, is almost overlapping the cloud everywhere. We have to enhance this red. Also we have to take the black a little more blacker. Okay, so that's the first step. So as usual we will work with the blacks first. So here it is. I will just reduce the black, take the slider. I will just take the slider a little back, but very less, maybe around minus 3 4. Yeah, I think 3.4 is fine. Let us also reduce the white a bit, around 17 18 is okay. Yeah, the shadows, I will increase the shadow a bit. Let me now work a bit on the highlight. I don't want this to be extremely dark. I have to balance both the ends, the shadow as well as the highlights, right? And the contrast, I will take the contrast to a little high, around 20 will be okay. And I will reduce the exposure slightly. Rather, I will keep the exposure to 0 point, not decrease it. I will just increase a little bit. Perfect. Now I will also take the saturation, as I always do, to around 160 165. See the color, isn't it amazing? It's looking so vibrant. Also I have to balance the tint a bit. I will take the tint in the negative side, which is a little greener, and so that the portion of the greens that is at the bottom, that also increases considerably. So I will keep it around, say, 20, around 19 20 is okay. Just keep it around 19. And the temperature, I will, overall temperature I will take in a positive yellowish direction, yellowish orangish direction, because of the sheer color of the clouds, to around uh, 30 32 will be okay, I guess. Wow, increase a little bit. Yeah, so let's see. This was our actual video, and this is our current video. So if you see, you can see how the entire cloudscape is looking so bright and dynamic. So always remember, this particular thing is extremely important, the allumetry scope. Whenever you start the video, you have to just right click on the allumetry scope and just turn all these things on that you really require. And there are different types of parrot that you can see. By default I use RGB. You can take other uh, different ways of things like YUV, RGB white, and you can also take YUV white, but by default I keep it to RGB. Waveform, you can take anything that you want. So by default I take the RGB waveform. Okay, so that's all. I think um, you will find this process extremely easy. There is nothing rocket science in it, but you have to understand what increases what decreases what. So that's the main part of the game. So if you really see what we had for all these videos and what we have currently, there's a drastic change in the video. So obviously the dull video, the mundane videos have actually made much better. So that's all folks. Hope you have liked the video and you have found that it is extremely important and at the same time extremely easy. Please note that all the values that I have used in these videos are totally based on the raw footage that I had. But if your raw footages are different, you have to use different values. But the core concept remains the same. Hope you have liked the video. If you have liked the video, kindly like, share and comment on the video. And if you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so that you can get all the notification of our upcoming updates. So till we meet again, goodbye and God bless.